Here we go. Nice, recover. Serve. Serve. Nice. The raw talent is there. I mean, the speed is the one thing that sticks out. Right up. I don't want to put expectations on the kid that are too high, but he's in that same group with, you know, the Makars, the Quinn Hughes. Nice. That game breaker ability. Catch and shoot. Not up, boy.
I've been trying to fight back harder. I'm feeling like $1 million. When the crowd quiet down, I feel attraction. Ready or not, lights, camera, action.
Whenever you see any ranking that comes out, you just kind of get a little bit of a reality check and you're like, how the heck did we get here? Or how did this kid get so good? It really puts your life into perspective that, my youngest brother, 9 years younger than me, could potentially go first overall in the NHL. And when you think about that, it gives you goosebumps.
My name is Matthew Schaefer, 17 years old, defenseman from Stony Creek, Ontario. My brother was my role model growing up, and he got into the game of hockey, and I just followed in his footsteps.
He had a soother in his mouth, a mini stick in his hand, and said, I want to be like Big Bro.
He broke a couple garage doors because he'd dump the ball or puck to the garage, and I'd go and I'd kind of follow the bait and he'd blow me up.
For the first few years, it was Johnny, leave him alone. And then probably by the time Matthew was about 7, it was like, Matthew, leave him alone.
It wasn't long before he could actually keep up with me. I think I was only, maybe 16 years old, and obviously he was 9 years younger.
My mom's name is Jennifer.
She was a one-of-a-kind.
Me and my brother would put on our rollerblades and, go out, and she'd put on goalie equipment and go in that for us. Me and my brother would not be the nicest and try to shoot in spots where she didn't have padding.
Mom would always come in and she'd say, why this one part of my left knee? Do they realize there's no cushion or tape or anything and they have to find it?
I'd go in to go to the washroom or something. She'd be sitting in her lawn chair full goalie equipment, and people would be driving by going, Jen, what's going on here? Because I wouldn't be out there, so they wouldn't know what she was doing. My brother played for the Niagara Ice Dogs. I found it so cool. My dad would always watch him in the OHL, and me and my mom would go to tournaments and games, and we'd spend a lot of time together. She'd always tell me that I played a good game no matter, if I didn't. And I go, Mom, how'd I play? Honey, you played amazing, like always.
Matthew Schaefer, congratulations, the first overall pick in the OHL priority selection.
It's so crazy because you grow up playing hockey because you love the game, and then it gets more serious and you think, maybe I can go somewhere with this.
Matthew Schaefer going to turn on the jets of his own down the left side. Here's the rookie. Schaefer shoots and scores. How's that for a laser beam?
It's one of those impact players, and he's only getting better. That's kind of the scary thing.
And I don't think there's any doubt that he's the best defenseman in the 2025 draft.
How's it going? We're really excited to make you guys look the best for the draft.
Damn, I look good.
We went to a suit place to get custom fitted.
Yeah, I know I look good.
A super cool experience. Looking at the different styles, dealing with really good people that want him to really look good.
The houndstooth is a very popular fabric right now.
Yeah.
From afar, it may look a little bit more solid, but once you get close, you'll be able to see the actual pattern.
I like
it's a
that.
really nice
That's
fabric.
a good start. That's a great start.
And one of the biggest things too, nobody in the draft have ever seen wear houndstooth.
Exactly. And I want to be like different.
I'll wear the same one. Is that okay?
Yeah.
No? No?
Yeah.
Okay. We're a simple family. We're not used to having people treat us like rock stars. I was glad to be there with the boys. I love sharing the experience. But you would get that in a full suit.
If you want to go like all out,
I think so.
it'd be
I think
the
it looks
full
more
suit.
dressy full suit.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I think so too.
yeah.
I think so too, yeah.
And then with the black loafer that we were talking about earlier, I think that
That would be really good actually, because then the black kind of ties into
Don't pretend you're a fashion guy. You're a hockey player.
He's taught me.
the fashion
He's
guy.
taught me some
Okay,
stuff.
good.
I learned it from him.
I would love to actually get into even talking about your lining.
He's got the pictures of his mom and stuff like that, and family pictures that are going to go inside the breast over the heart. And I know he's pumped about that, being able to take his jacket off and show the family pictures and show pictures of mom and stuff like that.
We're such a close family. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for them. We've just been through so much. I remember we were sitting at the kitchen table and my mom ended up telling us that she had cancer, and you really never expect it to be your family.
We know many people who have been diagnosed with breast cancer and go on to live long lives, and that's what we both felt at the time.
The first thing my mom said was, she's gonna fight so hard, and she's gonna fight, and she's gonna beat it. After all her chemo, she was ringing the bell that she beat it, and she was so happy. But a little bit later, they told us that it came back, and it's, you know, faster, stronger, scarier. What hurt me was to see her have to go through all that stuff again. The thing that is crazy, and I don't know how she does it, was she'd always have a smile on her face, and she always have the most energy out of all the family. She fought an extra 2 years to stay with us and watch me play, you know, basically a season in the OHL.
Certain drugs were working, and then we would go on to the next round of drugs, and everything was good. In the back of my mind, I was always concerned, when is the last, what are we gonna do when the last and final drugs don't work anymore? Honestly, I thought that was 10 years away. We went in for a regular appointment. We were looking to switch medications. The doctor basically, you know, pulled me aside. And then father mode went in, and I knew I had to make the, had to make the call to Matthew.
I got a call from my dad saying, you gotta come home. Mom's in the hospital, she's not doing good. And I remember breaking out into tears, and I was crying.
We got him home from Erie, and again, I thought maybe months, you know, she'd be in the hospital and everything would be fine, but she got sick really quick.
They're at the hospital. I remember going up and talking to her and going, Mom, I'm gonna go out there and work as hard as I can for you. I'm gonna make you happy. We're gonna do it.
Matthew would tell her things about, you know, I'm gonna play for Team Canada, or I wanna make the NHL someday, and I'm gonna make you proud. And she would squeeze his hand and he would be like, oh my God.
It makes me happy to be able to talk about her, and I'm just happy she's not suffering anymore. I wish a lot of people got to meet her. I wish you guys got to meet her, because she was one of a kind, and, you know, the best mother I could have ever asked for. I had 16 years with her, but those will be the best 16 years of my life because I got to spend it with her. We're going to the Grief Center here in Buffalo. People grieve differently, they cope with it differently. Some people like to keep it in. Personally, I like to talk out. Thank you for having me today. And I know all you guys have gone through something, you know, very sad and serious. And I'll get to tell you guys a bit about myself. Just with everything I've been through, I know we're all in the same boat. I remember I went back to the hospital with my mom, and then she passed. It was sad. You get all these new emotions. You either go through days where you're sad, days where you're happy, you know, days where you're angry. But I think if you find something that you love to do that can get your mind off things, whether it's, you know, talking to people, playing games, I think that helps. I talked to my dad right away after, and I remember saying, Dad, will Mom want me to play? And he's like, yeah, Mom will not want you to stay at home, not want you to suffer anymore. She's gonna want you to go play. And it helped me a lot, just knowing that she would be happy, that I'm happy playing the sport I love.
You know, when we lost our mom, that's a lot of trauma that can weigh in on a kid. There's no rule book or there's no cheat sheet on how to cope with all that.
Perfect. There you go. Yeah.
So our dad died from stage 4 cancer.
Really?
A lot very similar.
Give me a hug, boys. Sorry to hear that. How you guys doing with it? All right.
No, I have, you know, an extra 9-10 years over my brother. So if I handle it in a mature manner, you know, I have more years in life than he does. But for a 16-year-old kid to, you know, handle it the way he did with the amount of pressure that he has, I'm just very proud.
How are you feeling about going into everything, you know, like the draft?
It's good. Like, I feel like sometimes if I didn't go through everything with my mom, I don't know if, you know, it'd be as easy, you know? You become more strong when you've lost someone and you've been through stuff like that. I love this. Right there, it's official. I love that. It's a great tradition. I know she's, you know, right beside me in spirit and has a front row seat to every hockey game, and it, you know, I have someone I can play for that extra little bit now.
Perfect, one more of those.
I'm skating with Mark Giordano. He played for the Calgary Flames and then the Toronto Maple Leafs.
And I want you carrying the puck
Yeah.
forwards. Like in a game, you're going back towards your net, but I want you to get used to getting your head around there, right?
Yeah. You can go to any skills coach, but with Gio, you get so much, you know, like lessons in hockey, you get so many game situations, so pretty cool. Do you want, so like, say I'm going down, can I?
Yeah. But more importantly than anything is like, I want you to get used to like, most guys when they look, they just look to the side.
Yeah.
They look to the side. I want you to get the head.
Okay.
Nice pass. Have a look, have a look. Nice, readjust, give me the fake. Atta boy. He's unbelievable, just meeting him a couple of times. Just super willing to accept ideas and thoughts, and he works hard. Here we go. Oh boy, surf it, surf it, surf it. Give me that quick up. You can tell he wants to take that next step. Nice.
It's a bagger.
You always got to keep your cardio at max because you're going to play a lot. And the only time we make mistakes is when we're tired, right?
Exactly.
First of all, it's overwhelming to think your child may be drafted in the NHL. And then to hear his name, you know, spoken so highly of by so many teams, it's crazy. It is just absolutely crazy, and but it's exciting crazy.
Hearing my name called on draft day, it's always been my dream. If it's first overall, it would be an honor, and it'd mean everything. It'd be a dream come true. My dad and brother will for sure cry, and I will cry. I don't think there would be a dry eye in the family. My mom, I'd do anything for her to be here one last time at the draft. The loud music and the early wake-ups to all the tournaments we went to would definitely have paid off. I can only imagine, you know, how happy she'd be for me, and I'd give her the biggest hug and biggest kiss, and I probably wouldn't let her go.